I like to walk fast. This is the Talkcast.
Oh! You did it, Kevin.
There you go.
You went down to pan pizza level, starting with the shitty rhyme.
Pan pizza level? Is there one below that? Slice? Slice of life?
Let's, I guess I don't know what kind of pizza pan pizza would be. What would you rate him? What kind of pizza is pan pizza?
Pan pizza?
Yeah, I think I would rate him like a... I think he's like Little Caesars quality. Sometimes he's good. And it's cheap. And it's okay.
You're rating me?
No, pan pizza.
Pan...
Rebel Taxi. The YouTuber. You not know the guy?
We're off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to April 2019.
That's when we're recording this. We don't know when it's coming up. Probably the end of the month, like it always does.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, blah, blah, blah. I didn't take my coffee today. Welcome to the Talkcast. I'm Kevin. It's David, as you know.
As you should know, because we almost never announced who we are.
You should know by now, you stupids.
It's in the description. Someone edits it, the other person, whatever.
Well, this time on the Talkcast, we decided just to not have a topic, and we're just going to shoot the shit for a bit. We kind of did a topic thing separately, so we just want to see how that goes. You know, we're still, despite how long we've been doing this, we still want to experiment.
Well, here's the thing, is that what I hear people talking about when they did podcasts, it's usually like 7 episodes. It's different people that say this, but like 7 episodes of how long it takes to see if you can keep it going. Yeah. And like 30 episodes until you get good.
Uh-huh. Well, we're just going to keep doing it. Because I'm having fun doing this. This is fun.
Yeah, man. It's awesome.
I look forward to doing this every time, and it makes me a little bummed because we're so strapped for time. I just want to do hours of this, but you know, we got to do what we can. At least we're putting something up.
Yeah, I mean, also we don't want to destroy the viewers, you know. We don't want to like bore them with how much we have to say, you know.
Think of it this way: our schedule or our content may not be on a steady release level, but at least we're not on Patreon and charging you for this shit. So there you go.
Yeah, I look forward to that in 3 years.
Oh my god! Don't even joke. It'll probably happen. Who cares? No, it probably won't happen because we won't have a fan base in 3 years.
3 years?
We'll have given up, and then we'll be like, do you remember that podcast we were trying to do?
Yeah, we age like 30 years in 3 years.
Dude, the anti-age bomb Al Qaeda drops on us in about a year or two.
What the fuck? Wait, anti-age?
Yeah.
So we don't age, or we
they
do age?
Named it, not me.
What do they know about science?
Just that, you know, Allah's new snack bar is open for business. So there you go.
Is it 24 hours?
Yeah, you can get some McRibs over there.
Don't they not eat pork?
They call them McRibs, okay? They name everything over there. They don't know what that is. They just think to themselves like, hello, what do Americans like? And so...
Are Americans over there?
I think they like McRib.
You know, I think...
Hello, we call McRib. What?
I don't think you thought this joke too far.
I think it's perfect, and I think you just don't understand my genius.
I don't. You know, maybe you should get on Genius, and then you can explain all your things.
Yeah, just like, is that the one? Is Genius the one where people like talk about the lyrics?
Yeah.
Their song? Yeah. I fucking hate those videos. He's just like, I saw a Rich Chigga one, or I think he goes by Rich Bryant now. When he was out, it was Rich Chigga, but he made a song about it's that stick, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Like, pull up with that stick.
Yeah.
And man, I don't remember that part. It's I don't give a fuck about a motherfucking hoe. Mm-hmm. Like, I will pull up with that stick and how's it go?
It goes like that.
Well, what was the part after that go?
I don't remember.
Well, he'll just explain it, and I'm like, who needs to explain that? You know, I already know. It's so obvious. Like, he'd probably be self-explanatory. Like, I just think it's douchey in a way, just like to talk about each lyric. Can't you just let me figure that out on my own?
Also, like, what? I don't think they put much thought into shit. It's kind of weird.
It went from day to night in here, out of nowhere. The light just shut off, and I'm scared. The demons in David's room. What happened?
My light has an automatic dimmer because I set it up that way. I didn't change the times. I should have said. I forgot about that part of the room.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing it after dark. Dark.
All right. Break, cut. I gotta get up.
We're not cutting this shit, you fool.
I gotta
So, ladies and gentlemen, how we all doing tonight?
You don't have an audience to react to, or do you?
They'll hear this. I'm Johnny Carson.
You're dead?
Yeah. I went to Universal Studios the other day, and they had a building in the tram tour that was like Johnny Carson.
Oh, really?
And I was like, what the fuck is this doing here? Is he still doing shows? In the afterlife? I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Oh, well, the Late Show, you have to take on the person, Johnny Carson's soul, to do it.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Jimmy Fallon.
You have to suck it in out of the tube of Talkcast.
You know, how do you think Jimmy Fallon got on the Late Show? He was on MTV, for fuck's sake.
A bunch of studio executives thought that he was the definition of funny, so they gave him the job. That's exactly what happened. The only late night talk show host that doesn't piss me off in some way, probably Jimmy. Who's the other Jimmy?
Oh,
I always I always get them confused.
What's he look like?
He used to date Sarah Silverman.
I don't know who the fuck.
I'm fucking man, dude. Yes. The only thing David knows is weeb shit and video games. But I don't know the name of. I don't know his name either. So, well, him, Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, no, we just talked about Jimmy.
Yeah, fuck.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel. I really like Jimmy Kimmel, and Conan to an extent, but I'm getting tired of his shtick. So, I'm probably the only one.
Isn't it kind of like the same shtick?
A bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's just
it makes sense.
I think it's because I have a friend who really likes him, so he's always sending me shit, but I just don't care. I don't care about him. I got tired of him quick.
I only really watched him when he started having his show, and then after, like, clips every now and then. It's alright.
You see it all online.
Yeah.
It's celebrity says something, Conan laughs at him, and the celebrity says another thing, Conan laughs again.
Well, it's the Late Show format. That's just the limitations of that shit.
Well, I'm probably just not that kind of. I'm probably not the audience for that. I don't really like late night talk shows.
Well, it seems like it's just a weird format to watch something. Why would you stay up at like 11 p.m. to watch something? You shit in the morning. I never understood that. Like, what, you're gonna go to work in like 6 hours?
That's
like,
probably
what the fuck?
Why they call it the Late Show, the Tonight Show, the Late Night Show.
But I don't get how the fuck you're supposed to format your life. Were you supposed to sleep after, and then go to work late? Like, what the fuck? How does that work?
They're not daily, are they?
Yeah, they're daily, like in the weekdays at least.
Oh, okay.
I think most of them are daily though.
Yeah, it's just not for me.
Yeah, clips online seems like the best format for that.
Well, a lot of what would you call them? Studios. Whoever runs that stuff, they notice that and they get like a lot of money from the YouTube revenue.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's cool. Not like us. We're not getting YouTube revenue.
Get money. We do it for free, ladies and gentlemen. But it's fun because I don't get other chances to talk about stuff like this. See,
what's the minimum wage? That's how much we're worth because we do it an hour.
Wage cucks. Look, I love doing this because I don't have friends to talk about this shit with.
Me either, dude. David. Yeah, for real.
Like they like the same things, but they don't like to go in depth with shit. They're just like, oh, I just like it, or you know.
Or
like,
they don't know too much about it. They don't know too much about.
Yeah,
things.
they don't know. It's like, I mean, that's fine, but I want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I gonna talk to about? So I found David, and he was like, "Yo, what's up, bitch? You want to do a fucking podcast with me?" And I was like.
Wait,
bro.
And then you were like, "But you talking to me, so I haven't said anything yet."
No, I was being you.
You're impersonating me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I should have done well, whatever. Point is, this is my only chance to talk about these things, so I'm always happy to do this.
For real, man.
With my buddy David.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. We didn't do it right, but it's cool.
Yeah, it was like.
But there's like there's a really loud like sound effect when they slap their hands together.
Is there?
Yeah, there is.
I remember
it's
that
like
part.
a really loud wet slap, and their arms are all greasy.
Yeah. I only remember the GIF mostly.
God,
that shit's yeah. Whenever I think of wanting, or when I realized years ago of what I wanted in a relationship, like a life partner, like I think of like that GIF.
Really?
Of the handshake, like yeah, we're gonna get through life.
Use. Yeah. I used to hear it like if you want to summon a succubus, like you summon a bitch.
Oh. What?
Yeah, dude. Well,
where the fuck do you hear that?
I like just doing like little word altercations. Like,
oh yeah.
It's just I guess that's my thing, but I don't do it on the podcast. Maybe I will. Who knows? Stay tuned.
There's those videos of people putting their own lyrics under like a song, but it sounded like lyrics.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know how many there are, but it seems like it can get old in that format. But most of them are pretty good so far.
Like the Sephiroth one, there's like 50 different like
okay.
One Winged Angel, Brawl intro interpretations. It's like it's Latin, okay? I get it. It's not English. That's the joke.
If it's in another language. It could get kind of obnoxious, yeah.
Yeah.
I think if it is English, it kind of is fair game.
You know,
for real.
Not really related, but that reminds me of when Weird Al Yankovic called, I forgot his name, Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain from Nirvana to ask him if he could do a parody of their song.
Yeah.
And he's like, what, you gonna do a song about food or something? He's like, no, I'm gonna make a song about how no one can understand what you're saying in your lyrics. And he's like, yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
Well, he's probably on fucking heroin when he called.
He probably always was, dude. You kidding me? Kurt Cobain was a crazy guy.
Yeah, putting his child in danger.
Kurt Cobain, John Lennon, two artists that the world loved, but were actually assholes in reality.
Really, John Lennon? I don't know much about him.
He was kind of a jerk, but I mean,
he got shot.
What he stood for, you know.
Yeah.
That's what mattered. I prefer his son over him, like, when it comes to...
Who's his son?
Sean Lennon. Oh, he has...
Wait, he named his son Sean Lennon?
Well, they were artsy-fartsy assholes.
That's true.
It's John and Yoko's kid.
John and Yoko.
But he had another one, Julian? I think that was his name.
What does Sean Lennon do?
Sean, he was in Cibo Motto. If you played Jet Set Radio, you know... Shut up, Andy! He was I think he was the bassist in that band.
Oh.
He was dating one of the... Cibo Motto is one of my favorite bands of all time. Like, of top 3 favorite bands. So I should know this. And I was walking in a music store once, and I heard him, like, a song by him, but the singer from Cibo Motto was singing with him. And I was like, dude, who is this? Who is it? Oh, dude, Sean Lennon. It's pretty good. Like, you just opened up a whole new world for me. And I like, bought his first 2 CDs. Never went back.
When do you start making music?
90s. 90s, around then.
I never heard of this dude. John Lennon's kid? What the fuck?
He's really cool, man. Right now he's doing a project with Les Claypool.
I don't think I've ever heard of him. He's doing shit. That's so weird.
I got CDs. I'll lend them to you. I want you to listen to them. They're really good.
Or just rip them and send them to me. What are you?
They're already.
What are you from the 90s? You're gonna give me a physical CD?
The quality of CDs is decent, so just listen to those. That's not true. CDs have like subpar quality, especially from back then. But you know, to each their own, I guess. I like them.
I mean, they're generally better than tapes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually rip in 360 or what was it? The maximum you can for...
360 kilobits or whatever.
Yeah.
Megabits.
But I don't know if that really makes a difference. I mean, it does.
It does.
But, like, considering they were already, like, kind of... Mm-hmm. It's like when I bought a Berserk soundtrack from the 90s anime. It's really good. It's by this... I think his name's Susumu Hirasawa. I've talked about him before. But it's from the 90s, so it's got kind of this, like... low quality sound to it.
Mm.
But when you rip it, it does sound like in a higher quality, like FLAC or something. It does sound a little bit better.
Mm.
He did a remaster of some of his old stuff too, and it all just sounds the same. Like that guy his music is so man, I can't even say that because then that would be misinterpreted. It's so I don't want to say manufactured because that implies something else, but it sounds like, I don't know how to describe it. You have to listen to it. It really is music that's hard to describe. Some people try to give it a label, and he's like, I don't like it when they call me that weird like experimental guy. Like, but yeah, that's a good example. Like CDs from the '90s, not too. They probably like advanced CDs since then.
Gotta bring back laser discs, those big ass discs. Yeah, put that shit in your car.
Laser discs. I mean, you'd have to imagine. We go from DVDs to Blu-rays to 4K Blu-rays. You'd think CDs would have advanced since then, you know? Remasters and whatnot.
Well, in terms of video quality, I mean, I think it's reached its peak. I mean, you got 4K now. They're going to have 8K in like 7 years.
I had a CD that was like, I think 40 songs in one. You weren't able to do that back then. Like maybe like 11, 12 tracks. Mm-hmm. So I mean that should say something right there. You know, like we can at least store more sounds on a CD.
Yeah, you can put a whole discography on one CD now.
Mm-hmm.
But only through MP3s. You can't like the formatting.
You can't do WAVs or FLAC or.
Or I just mean like making an audio CD that's able to play on its own. You have it has to go through MP3 format. It's weird
because there's like libraries and stuff, right? We both saw a movie.
Actually, do you think you can get a break? I have to go to the potty.
Oh my god! Break time.
Making outtakes.
What the fuck? We should just go in.
Why'd you have your feet on my seat?
Oh, stop.
You fucked up my cushion. I have to fix it.
Okay, so we saw a movie.
One that you have to go to the restroom before you see it. That shit was 3 hours long.
Hell yeah. I went to the restroom once watching that.
Oh, interesting.
Or, you know what? Did I?
This is the Phantom. What was it?
No, I went twice before I saw the movie because I had to make sure I got everything out.
I was like, did you have a Phantom piss?
The Phantom. Oh, I hate those. Or Phantom poops. I give my life. Wrong game.
Wrong game.
Not for honor, but for you.
Piss drinker.
Some days he'll pee on a tree frog. So we saw Endgame.
Want to just do spoilers right now and just fuck it? Get into it?
I don't care about spoilers.
Spoilers!
Okay, so it was alright.
Give it a 4 out of 5.
Ooh.
5 out of 5 first time, maybe 4 out of 5 next time. Next time we see it. It was fun. It was awesome.
I don't know if I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
Really?
I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5.
That's fair. I mean, it's how you felt.
I probably shouldn't do that. But I mean, it's a Marvel movie. You get what you expect, you know? If you're not like crazy about them, you get what you expect.
This is definitely fan service.
Yes,
for sure.
It absolutely is. I mean, the first half of the movie's build up, and the second half is like when shit gets real.
But it never got real like part 1 did.
I think part 1 is way better than the second part. Mm-hmm. Like, absolutely. I mean, time travel is such an iffy subject to include in anything. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, generally, whenever there's time, unless the main emphasis of this story is time, whenever it's included into something, I tend to, take it less seriously. Mm. Because it's like, usually they don't know how to write time in anything. Or they'll make up their own rules.
Yeah. And this one they try to dunk on all other movies that did focus around time travel. And I guess scientifically it makes sense, but in terms of having it as a plot device,
yeah,
it served for fan service reasons and to put in more jokes into that shit. It did have some cool parts, but yeah, it was. I think I think it didn't like add a lot to that movie.
Well, I think they actually... You're right. There was a scene where they were like bashing on other things that did time.
Back to the Future, my favorite movie of all time. You fucks!
Really? That's your favorite movie of all time?
I have a giant poster that you fucking point out.
Oh, you disgustoid.
Oh!
Oof. No. It's an alright movie. I like that movie. I'm sorry. It's not that it's bad. It's just I grew up watching it too much and I just hated it. My dad loves that movie. I just can't watch it anymore.
Oh, okay.
I like the third one more than the other two now. But
definitely.
Okay, but we're not talking about that. So they bring up like all these things that don't do time right. It's like, yeah, if you go back in time and you change something, it doesn't change the future. You know, it only affects that timeline. And I'm like, but see, you guys went back to steal a stone so somebody else wouldn't get the stone. So wouldn't that be changing your own timeline?
No, it's a different timeline. Because then they go back to their time, and then they're gonna bring back the stone to where that was, and then cut off that other timeline.
See, but then the mistress or whatever her name was, the master of wizards, or whatever it was.
Yeah. Doctor Strange's
She was
master.
telling him that that's gonna make a separate path, but then he's like, no, because if we bring it back, then that technically doesn't make the separate path.
But it's not technically correct because anything you do in the past will change whatever happens.
But
they can't redo.
But Marvel claims that's bullshit, and I don't know on what authority. Was there some sort of scientific? First of all, we can't do scientific studies of shit that doesn't exist.
It's theoretical.
Cannot travel through time.
So there's no experiments on it, and
yeah, and like in Iron Man's like, of course. You just have to recalibrate the Doomabobs and put the synchrons in the, like...
That dumb part where fucking Hulk is bashing on the computers, like, what are you doing? Aren't you a scientist? What are you doing fucking with the equipment like that?
Yeah.
You're gonna hit the goddamn computer? What?
I don't like the smart Hulk. I really don't.
I think it's fine. I think they had to do something with him because in Avengers 2... with him having to write around him being not smart, I thought was kind of weird. I thought they had to do something. I think this was fine.
I kind of didn't like his voice. Like it's just a slightly deeper
Mark
Ruffalo. I totally envisioned like a. I just had his name and I lost it. Lou Ferrigno kind of voice, like Hulk smash or whatever. But you can't get Lou Ferrigno because he would be like, the Hulk needs to smash. Like, you just couldn't do it. He's deaf in one ear, so it's hard for him to talk. But, I love Lou Ferrigno. I really wish he had something to do with it.
Yeah.
That was a poor attempt at doing the Hulk ending theme.
I mean...
That was bad, David.
What? Did it sound like the thing?
Didn't sound... No, it...
At least I played it in key.
It was... Okay, if your singing was a physical creature, it would look like the Thing from Fantastic Four.
So it'd be rock hard?
Yeah. Ooh! Ooh! Okay.
Nailed it.
I was just so amazed by that. I came mentally. Not physically, though.
If you come mentally, you come in real life.
If you come in your dreams, you come for real. I never saw that movie.
If you die in a video game?
Yeah.
It was Shia LaBeouf and it's some low-ass sci-fi movie shit, so yeah. But, yeah, I don't know why you went for dream. If you come in your dream. I mean, that's the physical thing that happens, nocturnal emissions.
It does happen. Nocturnal emissions. Wasn't that a movie?
No, I think it sounds like a movie, but I don't think it's actually
Nocturnal
a movie.
Something.
Yeah.
Nocturnal Encounters or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, you can make a porn version of it called that.
Nocturnal emissions? They probably have. Well, yeah, it was alright. I just didn't think it was as... I didn't think it was as good as the first one. I think that the first half was really boring, and it didn't go anywhere until they finally went back in time. But the thing is that you need that first half for the second half to work, so...
Yeah. I liked it. I think it was paced well. I didn't feel like it's like one of the longer movies I've watched, and I thought the pacing was good.
I thought Tony Stark was kind of an asshole. Like
that's his character.
I know, but he was just like
too much.
It's Captain America's fault because all this happened, but there would have been other repercussions had they gone with what Tony Stark wanted.
Yeah, they would have all died for real.
So
Yeah, because if it's like either he believes Doctor Strange and there's only one thing, but I don't know. He was stuck in space for like the 20-some days.
I will admit that I really enjoyed the second half, like especially the final battle. But some of it was taken out of me because this isn't the same Thanos. This isn't the same timeline, and it just felt like the repercussions from the first movie didn't really exist outside of people disappearing. Mm-hmm. And I just didn't like that. We lost Iron Man, we lost Black Widow, and we lost Captain America.
Well, we're gonna lose Captain America, but yeah.
Not yet. He's still alive.
Yeah, he's living his last years, unless he like kills himself at the end. We don't know.
I don't know what they're gonna do from here on out. Oh man, what I'm most excited though is, or did you want to say something first?
No, keep going.
As Guardians of the Galaxy. Hell yeah.
It would have been funny if they actually named it that, but it's gonna be Part 3.
That's a real thing.
No, I just mean the movie. It's called Part 3.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3. I like Guardians. I thought the first one was better than the second one, but I had fun watching the second one.
Yeah, I think 2 improved a lot on 1.
I actually don't. I think 2 was such a regression from the first one, but it was fun. Like it was funner than the first one.
I think the first one had like better music in terms of the movie, but I think how the characters I think were better in 2.
Somewhat.
In 1, they had to set it up. They had to spend too much time to form the relationship. 2, they more delve into it. Yeah, you can appreciate the characters now.
But now that we're talking about sequel movies, I think I'm just done with them. Like this was the one that I kind of cared about. I haven't seen Ant-Man and Wasp. I haven't seen Captain America. Was it Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel.
I have no interest in Captain Marvel.
Well, I watched it, and you don't need to.
It really is bad.
It's all right.
I didn't see Black Panther, but not because
you're racist.
No, you know what? I saw it, but I just got bored like halfway through. No,
I'm not saying you're racist. I'm saying not because you're racist.
You're racist. Yeah. Because I know that's just, you don't like it because you don't like black people. You don't like it because she's a girl. You don't like it. I hate it because it's mediocre. But I really want to rewatch Black Panther because I feel like I just didn't give it the time it deserved. Because the first time I saw it, I was just kind of bored it out. Honestly, all those fake accents probably threw me off, but some of them probably weren't fake, huh? Because Chadwick Boseman, like, I know he doesn't talk like that.
Right. He's like English. There's a lot of English actors that do
and
act like they're Americans. There's a lot of that going on.
I like Black Panther as a superhero. Like, I just felt like, or it was pretty good for what it was. Honestly, I know I didn't see it, but just like the concept of everything was pretty cool for what it was. I just wish that it went somewhere else, I guess. What
would you want your Black Panther to be?
My Black Panther? Edgier, but that's just because I'm a DC asshole. Like, I love DC. I like that shit. You know what I would love, DC, if you're listening to this, and I'm talking about Black Panther, why don't we get our own token black superhero, and you bring my homie Static out from the dust?
Oh, Static Shock!
A Static Shock movie would be so fucking... Virgil? Is it Virgil or like Thurgood? Something like that.
I don't remember that.
Virgil something. Dude, he's so fucking cool. Like, just his concept, everything he's been in, I get so excited every time I see him. I used to watch the cartoon when it was on a Kids WB.
Yeah, boy!
It was fucking cool, and they don't do enough with him. He was supposed to be in... he was supposed to be one of the main characters in the Infinite... What was it called? The fighting game with the DC characters?
Oh,
Not Infinite. It was Ed Boon...
Mortal Kombat versus DC.
That was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. We don't care. It doesn't matter. But he was supposed to be in the second one, and they took him out for Black Adam, I think. And I'm like, Black Adam is cool, I know, whatever, but I would rather have had Static. But that's just me.
Maybe I would remember the name if they had him.
Yeah, exactly. See, you got to be listening, DC, Warner Brothers. You're fucking up. Do you have a new Mortal Kombat? Do you have any interest in Mortal Kombat?
It was MK11. No, I haven't seen anything.
My brother has it. He's been having a good time with that. So
I enjoyed 9's story. I play fighting games for the story. How about that?
I do too, actually. Or not necessarily. I like the story aspect of fighting games. Street Fighter is like my favorite. It is the fighting game. That's like my favorite series in fighting games. Well, it actually used to be versus Capcom. Like X-Men versus Capcom, Street Fighter versus was it? It was X-Men versus Street Fighter, X-Men versus Capcom, Marvel versus Street Fighter, or it might have gone straight into Marvel versus Capcom.
I think, yeah.
But dude, let's go crazy! Like that shit is so hype. Those games were so cool, and then just kept going.
Then it went infinite.
Oof. Never want to go infinite with any series. BioShock Infinite. That's when everything went downhill.
It was good.
It's when everything went downhill, David.
Well, I don't think I would want a fourth or like third or fourth BioShock.
I wouldn't.
Depends if you count 2.
I love 2. 2 is fantastic.
Well, it was by a different studio.
Sequel. It was a better sequel.
It was by a different studio. There's some series that are like that, where like a different team actually makes it better.
I know the dude who made BioShock Infinite hates the second one, and I gotta tell you, man, you fucked up, because
Ken Levine.
The second one was a totally better gaming experience.
I haven't played it yet.
Well, the third one was just so pretentious and up the ass. Like, it was trying to be deep, and it's like, can I play BioShock? And it was so short for what it was. Like, BioShock 2 was fun because there was like some gameplay aspect to it. Like, you had to defend the little sister while she harvested, but then you would have to like set up the room. So, like, I really loved that. It was like a tower defense. I really liked that part of it. The story was whatever, but at the end of the day, I didn't really play the game for the story. The first one I did. The second one I didn't.
Yeah, the story, I think they wanted to.
With Andrew Ryan.
Yeah, well, I think just BioShock was remembered for its story shit, not much for its gameplay.
You kindly. And,
yeah. And then I think Infinite, they played into that a lot more. They wanted to have that, but I think just they didn't put too much into the gameplay into the story. Or put the story into gameplay, rather. That's
just a shame. Too many companies like put emphasis on the story, and you don't. I mean, you could. It would come out great if you did that, but you got to give equal parts to the actual game. I feel like a lot of studios don't do that.
Because like you can write a paper on a story and what it meant, or what you interpret it as, but in terms of coming back to a game. Because once you play a game, it's like you have that experience. Like, wanting to play it again, I don't know, the characters have to be written really well for it to be that compelling. But gameplay is what you're going to be doing most of the time. It's the whole point of the medium, is that you're able to interact with what you're doing.
Puyo Pop Tetris has a story mode. It was cringeworthy. It was terrible. But
who gives a shit? It's a fun puzzle game.
I find myself replaying that game all the time.
Yeah.
I love that game. You can have it, it can exist, but don't let it take over what the most important thing is. The gameplay.
Right.
Unless it's a walking simulator. Like, what's it called?
Gone Home. There's plenty of them.
Gone Home. Gone Home is the token one, but I'm trying to talk about other ones. What was that game? The Interview? No, that's a movie.
Stanley Parable.
No. It wasn't a walking simulator. It was a puzzle game. The Witness.
Witness, yeah.
That's not a walking simulator.
That's a puzzle game.
In a way, it is, but not really, because there's places to go and things to do
and stuff to see. But it's an art.
Everyone's trying to be so deep. It's fuck. How do I forget his name? He made Braid.
Yeah.
This podcast is nothing but us trying to remember shit. Like, what was that thing that we're not prepared and we're never going to be prepared? Get used to it.
We don't know what the hell we're going to talk about, so yeah.
I like the way you said it. Whoa. Welcome to the 90s, bitch.
What do you think is better for metal, 80s or 90s?
Oh my god.
It's kind of a weird question.
Megadeth was 80s?
It's both.
Well,
the point of the question is that 80s is where a lot of them started. 90s is where a lot of them had a really great album.
Iron Maiden That's 80s for sure. But like all their good albums came out in the 80s.
I think. Well,
I'm gonna have to say 80s. I'm gonna have to say 80s.
I think it might be 90s for me.
I don't very much. I like Metallica, but I don't really care about them. Well,
I think 80s actually, because
you said you think 90s actually, but now you think 80s actually.
I think it's like actually in between.
It's an in
85 to 95 is actually it's the correct answer probably.
I'll accept that answer, but I feel like that's cheating.
What? Oh my god!
One. You gotta pick one.
You and your regulations.
You set up these questions for yourself, yet you can't pick any of the answers. There isn't a third option. You gave me two: 80s or 90s.
Yeah, and you can play into that, or you cannot. It's your choice.
So pick one.
I'll go 80s.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, what else was there?
You also do that too. Don't act like you don't fucking do that shit. You set up guidelines and then go against it. Don't do this.
Don't you
forget about me.
Forget about me. I don't like that movie. What is it?
What?
Breakfast Club?
You don't like that movie?
I mean, I like it, but it's just like I don't want to watch it again.
That's fine. That's fair. That's fine.
I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't like it. I don't want to watch it again.
Yeah, those are different things. Saying something's bad and saying you don't like it.
I fully admit to, and I know a lot of people can't really like comprehend this, but you can love something that's bad, and you can.
The Room.
Yeah, Andy Milonakis. It's not particularly bad, but if I sit someone in front of the TV show, they're just gonna be like, "What the fuck are you watching?" It's like, dude, it's his show. He can't tell him what to do.
Didn't you hear the intro?
Yeah, man. He's got bologna in his left pocket. Smear cream cheese in his gold locket. It's my show. I'm Andy Milonakis. I fucking love that show. I remember one time I walked into a bookstore, and I was with a friend, and I had very little money, and we were gonna go eat, but I saw it there for like $10. The second season. I had the first season, but the second season, I hadn't seen it anywhere, and I was like, I picked it up, and she's like, "Are you sure you want that?"
What?
I was like,
"Where the fuck were you buying this from?"
Oh, it was a bookstore, but I remember I had no money.
Oh, so, your friend was like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the cashier's like...
No, actually, that's what I'm getting into. I go up to it to go pay for it, and he's like, "Dude, you're lucky you found this before I did, because if I saw this, I would have bought this in a heartbeat."
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, "See? He gets it?" Like, man, one of my favorite Andy Milonakis sketches is when he goes up to random people and he's like, "Hey, better get beat you in a race, bitch!" And he starts fucking running. The first episode of the first season is pure gold. Like, you don't even have to watch the rest of it if you don't want to. That first season is just brimming with genius. Yeah, I love that.
He's attributed. He's such a... Well, he definitely took advantage of what he's been born with. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't replicate that.
He still streams. Like, he's still huge on the internet.
Yeah. I know he did with Riff Raft and...
he did a song with Major Lazer.
Shit.
Pussy, 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 marijuana, wanna. That one's rap song he made.
Dirt Nasty. Mm-hmm. Three Loco.
Dude. You're mad props, mad respect to your boy, Andy Milonakis. Fucking hilarious. That guy helped attribute to my sense of humor. I love him.
I can tell.
I loved a lot of things. Certain things that influenced me as a kid. That was one of them. Jackass, certainly. Mm-hmm. Physical Comedy's hilarious. Space Ghost. Space Ghost is one of my favorite shows. Just fucking with the interviewers. Mm-hmm. And they would interview them behind the camera.
Yeah.
But then they would edit it. And one of the special features, I think, on the second season was that they were interviewing Matt Groening, the guy who made The Simpsons. It's like one of my favorite interviews. Because he plays with them, too. Like, he understands what's going on. And it's a full interview. And it's crazy how much of that they leave in. And then how much of it they edit out. Yeah. But it's so good. It's so good.
I kind of hate about TV shows how they take out a lot of stuff that I would watch. Yeah. That's the YouTube motto now. Just leave everything in.
If Adult Swim would release like the Space Ghost Masterworks of the entire series, but then they have like the interviews, I would so buy that in a heartbeat, dude. I love Space Ghost is without a doubt one of my top 5 favorite shows of all time. It's such an influence on me.
Any other influences? Going on stuff?
As far as influences go, The Simpsons, can't go wrong with that. South Park. South Park definitely, but they've gone nosedive for a while.
I mean, that's what happens when you go on too long.
For too long. They still got their jokes, but like
yeah,
no good. You know.
I mean, yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I can't really list mine. I mean, I have to really think about it.
I want to say maybe some of the older sitcoms, but I can't remember any of them. Maybe like Married with Children.
Mm-hmm.
God, that show's classic.
Was it the Love and
Marriage, Love and Marriage? It's just the first ever dysfunctional TV family.
I don't think I ever watched that show. I only knew that the theme when it came on, and I switched the channel. Some
Jerry Springer, but it would be on. I wouldn't actively look for it, but every time it was on, I was just dying at how fucking outrageous this show is. And maybe later on in my life, The Mighty Boosh is very funny. Like,
yeah, I've never heard of it until recently when you brought it up. And then whenever I hear about something and then I then see that everywhere else for some reason, or somewhere else, it's like, what?
I found out first.
It's like it never existed in the world, and then suddenly it's like in other places. Like, what?
I first found out about it when they started airing it on Adult Swim. It had Bouncy. Fuck, I forgot how it goes, but they would have that song. They do crimps, that's what they're called. Like little songs with each other. But I saw the first season online in its entirety, and I loved it. I loved it. And I bought all the seasons as soon as I could. It took years. I couldn't find them for a decent price. So I went to Amoeba, the beautiful store. One of my favorite stores of all time. Support your local Amoeba. And they had all of them. I was like, of course I'm buying these.
So what is Amoeba? I have, because everyone has the fucking stickers.
Oh, you've never been? You've never been to Amoeba?
No.
CD store.
Yeah, I figured.
Or music store.
I figured, but is it also like multimedia, like the
first floor? CDs, vinyls, books on the right, and they have games now, but like you don't go to Amoeba for games. Second floor, DVDs, Blu-rays.
Damn.
What have you?
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Multimedia store, like the FYE or whatever.
It's more of like a... Yeah, it's a multimedia store, but I would call it more like
But it's like...
Well, I'll call it the hipster version.
The hipster.
Of the store.
I was just gonna fucking say that.
And they always play good music there. I get some of my, like, whatever I listen to, like, oh man, that's good. I'm gonna ask the guy what he's playing.
Whenever I hear the Amoeba, whenever I see that logo or whatever, I just think, is that like related to the song? Amoeba, it's a Tony Hawk song. Do you know that song?
Tony Hawk?
It's a punk song.
I played them, but I never really played like the older ones.
Okay, you might.
Don't.
I'm gonna play the song.
Oh my god! All right, fine.
If we get copyright, you know what? If they're gonna claim our video, you know what they're gonna get? Nothing. Exactly. Nothing.
We don't monetize shit.
But we should. We need money.
Yeah, well, no one's watching our shit, so we gotta wait.
Oh.
Don't we need a certain amount of viewers before we can do stuff like that?
Yeah. Or something like that.
Nobody likes us. It's fine. We're gonna keep doing it anyway.
Amobia.
That's how you spell it, huh?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, The Adolescents. My friend loves that band. Alright, you can stop it now.
You didn't really like that? You weren't in that Tony Hawk that much?
No, I didn't play. I played Underground, but...
That's pretty late, yeah.
You know what I did play? I played fucking Disney Skate.
Yeah, I heard about that. The derivatives of Tony Hawk, and I heard that's actually pretty good.
It was really good. I loved that game.
They use the same engine, actually.
Get your motor running, California in the States, son. Pacific Coast Party. That song had the fucking coolest soundtrack. But then eventually they'd have like Beat 5 or whatever they're called. Spinning around and then that's when you entered Radio Disney territory.
I thought it would be nothing but that.
Yes it is. But I would remove every song that only Real Big Fish and Smash Mouth would play.
Oh, okay.
So sell out to me tonight. Sell out.
That's kind of weird. Yeah. So it's like... Wait, what was the band you just said?
Real Big Fish.
The other one?
Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth. So, oh.
They edited that song, too. It says
God.
bitch in that song, but they cut it out.
Right. So I was thinking, like, so you have to do Smash Mouth, but then, like, the kid version of Smash Mouth is kind of weird.
Because they curse a lot?
I don't know, but I'm just... I confuse Smash Mouth with The Offspring. God, I fucking do this for some reason. I like...
Why?
I, like, not confuse bands, but, like, they, like, merge into one in my mind and remembering them.
Mm.
So it's, like, Smash Mouth, Offspring, they're merged. There's other ones, but, like, I don't know. That happens a lot with me.
Day after day, your head's like a wreck.
Well, you're not in it, so just be glad.
Yeah. Do. Only the arcade version of that song has the Offspring. So I'm going to make it my mission that if I ever come into money, I'm going to buy myself
a Crazy Taxi machine.
That's my favorite arcade game ever. Wow!
I mean,
like whenever you do the my favorite is the old guy who goes whenever you do a trick.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love that game. Class D license. Is that your best? I don't think so. It's the best.
There's got to be a mod for the PC version.
There probably is, but I usually just mute it and play the Offspring over it. Or I'll turn off the sounds.
I think the sound effects really make that game, though.
I think there was an option. I haven't played it on PC in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so weird, licensing to get the best experience. Was it Daria?
Oh, yeah,
They took out a bunch of the fucking music and replaced it with other shit.
Yeah, they did the
so weird.
But they did the fan translation thing online.
The fan edit.
Yeah. It's good in some parts, but in other parts, it's just they straight up got it from the show. Mm-hmm. It just sounds really weird. It's like it'll be high quality, like Daria being fucking pessimistic, like, oh great, I had to work on a paper, and then it cuts to like, you see, Daria, the reason why we da. Like, oof. Just so I can hear, like, love me, for, like, 5 seconds. Cardigans. There you go.
That's kind of weird.
Well, it's what they had to work with.
Yeah, but,
Daria's a good show. I like Daria.
That's kind of an experience, though. Kind of takes it out.
Oh, you know what? I just remembered. Another comedic inspiration in my life is King of the Hill. You know, one of my favorite shows of all time. Yeah. Pocket Sand.
I only watched King of the Hill like sometimes. Like I remember like watching it when on vacation or something out of the country. I would watch. They had it on Netflix for the longest time. That was the only thing I would watch for however long they had it. It would just be Family Guy over and over and over again. I would sleep. I mean, not Family Guy. King of the Hill. King of the Hill. I would sleep to King of the Hill. By the day I was waking up. I'll tell you what, Dad. I'm gonna need coffee if I'm gonna do the work. Like, what? But what's he do? Someone told him something. He's like, you see, now, that's the... I'm gonna kick your ass. Like, he used to do that all the time. I was the guy that quoted TV shows. I was more into, like, independent indie web creators at the time, so I would quote that in middle school. I didn't get into it until God, I was such a fucking loser. I never quoted... I mean, I quoted TV, but then my brother pointed it out. Like, dude, like, that's all you fucking know how to do. I'm like, I guess so. So I stopped doing it, but there were kids in high school who would do that all the time. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like them, but I grew out of it, thank God. But I was still an idiot, so whatever. Well, it's just the line is being annoying. Yeah. But if you're having fun with people that are having fun, like, whatever. Yeah. That's all that amounts to it. Yeah. Don't be around assholes. Be around people who genuinely love you. Well, what matters is how you feel about it. If you just keep doing things that you don't like, then don't do it. Exactly. But if you like being a loser, then be a loser. Alfalfa. What? I don't know. Fucking Kung Pao is one of the best movies ever made. I got Kung Pao in the mind. I haven't seen it. There's this thing. I haven't fucking seen it. Oh, that's right. And you know what? We went to a concert once, and we were going to watch it afterward, but we were also dead tired. Oh, nobody stood up watching it. We almost crashed on the fucking freeway. We don't got to talk about that. No, it's not good podcast material at all. Well, we were coming home, and it was just a slippery road. It was raining. It was raining. We didn't... Look, how about I explain it because I was driving? Well, we don't have to go too into it. All right. Actually, no. Tell me how you thought.
Well, he likes to blame himself, but hang on, it's true. But we hydroplaned, and under the circumstances we were put in, David reacted in the best possible way. Like, if he hadn't done what he did, we probably would have crashed or gotten like a serious injury.
We were really close to hitting the side of a fucking concrete wall.
Yeah, David, but we slowed down before we hit it. Even if we did hit it, we wouldn't have gotten hurt.
Once you and another friend were on that side that was gonna hit the wall.
I tensed up too. Like, I would have gotten like an injury.
Yeah, like but I was driving when it was a transfer to another freeway, and the road was slippery, but I didn't think it was that bad. So I don't know why, but I have a hard time like keeping the wheels still. So I'll just do small adjustments, and I just did one that was too much, and so the car spun like 180, and then it was going towards the concrete wall, and then once I didn't really know what was happening, and then you and the friend were screaming, and then I like looked back to the side, and I saw that it was gonna hit the wall, so I just slammed my foot on the brake to try to stop it, and I just felt nothing. I just felt fuck, and so I just slammed it on the brake to try to just stop it from hitting the side of the wall, and then it didn't happen.
You reacted the way you knew how to. We'll put it that way. It never happened to you before, but you knew.
No, it never happened to me either. I've never been almost in a...
It never happened to you. I'm saying you.
Yeah.
It never happened to me. No, it has happened to me before. It was very traumatic, but not the point. Bro, you saved my life.
Maybe I shouldn't have.
You know too much. He knows about the 666 on my ass.
What?
The scar! The birthmark! The 666 on my left ass cheek. The right has Tanakh.
What is that from?
Tenacious D.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was Tenacious D. But I couldn't place it.
Well, no, Damien has the 666 on his forehead in The Omen. But in Tenacious D, they got Tanakh. Our band will be called Tanakh. I love that movie.
I just haven't seen it in a while.
I used to watch. That used to be my favorite movie. I would watch that all the time. I knew all the songs by heart, but I'm not gonna say any right now because we are on the Talkcast.
We need to keep private lives private.
True.
We don't want to be those YouTubers that show dead bodies.
Oh yeah, Logan Paul, walk up a wall, okay, and then fall off it. We don't want to show you dead bodies. We want to make dead bodies. We want to make you commit suicide.
No, we don't.
Get off this crazy ride.
We're just making rhymes.
I lied. Please don't don't kill yourselves. We love you. Everybody has a reason to live.
You just gotta find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a while. Take a lifetime.
Build that wall. I want to live because I don't want people here. Build a wall. No politics in the show.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
You're talking about walls.
Trump.
You're talking about walls. It came in my mind like a bad porno. Came in my mind.
You see, you bring them up, but now like everyone's gonna be like, "Ooh, they like Trump, they hate Trump."
You mean
we're indifferent?
You
we don't care.
You mean the non-viewers? Well, you don't know my views, but
as far as you care, we're indifferent. What?
Yeah.
We don't care about politics as far as the podcast is concerned.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's also let's segue. Other people handle their own shit.
We'll handle ours.
Yeah. So like, I was wondering about the format. So like, we do it monthly. So like, should we go over the stuff we did last month, like other shows, like they do? Like, what did you do last week? I think we can do some of that, but if we want to, but we don't. But you know, I think this show is definitely like free format. Just talking.
We can talk about anything. Yeah. Well, for what it's worth, I don't really care what you guys voted for, or anyone for that matter. So,
or if you're too young to vote,
it doesn't matter to
all
us.
you non-viewers, we don't care about your politics.
You could have voted for the fucking, was it the wizard guy who always runs? Like he always runs for president. He's like the weirdest guy. We wouldn't have cared. So there you go. Could have voted for a puppy. Could have voted for yourself.
Oh, what Harambe?
Harambe?
Was the 2016 one, I think.
They voted for... Oh,
some people voted for Harambe.
Dicks out for Harambe! Fucking hilarious, right? Dying laughing. Dicks out. Don't shout. I can rhyme anytime. It's not a crime. You put the lime in the coconut.
Oh, God.
You drink it all up. Put the lime in the coconut. Do you like Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah.
I don't.
Why?
Nah, I just fuck with you. I like Reservoir Dogs. I like Pulp Fiction more, but I like Reservoir Dogs.
I have recently taken Pulp Fiction off of my top movie list.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good, but it's not like my favorite. You wanna know what is my favorite movie list?
Have we done this before?
What? We're not gonna
Favorite
do.
movies?
I'm not gonna. No, we haven't.
Oh,
But I recently watched. I'm just saying. I recently watched Battle Royale.
mediocre.
It's not one of my favorite movies, but it's really.
What? No, it's fine. I like that movie too.
It's really good. It's definitely rewatchable.
I think the Psycho Student is really cheesy. Like,
There's many of them. Which one are you talking about?
The specific one that the guy who's got. Like,
oh yeah, the one that doesn't talk to anyone.
Like,
and has Newsy and just is invincible.
He's kind of stupid.
Infinite ammo. God mode.
He smiles at them as his eyes are bleeding. Like, oh my god. It's a cool movie though. I like it. Speaking of Battle Royale. Oh! Speaking of Battle Royale though, Go-Go is in that movie from Kill Bill.
Yeah, that's how Tarantino knew her.
Kill Bill is my favorite Tarantino movie. The both of them.
You gonna put that together?
Yes, I'll piece that as one. I know.
Technically, it is one.
I like one more than two, but it's one movie.
I never saw it like that, but they show it sometimes as one movie, and I didn't get to it.
Well, two is a lot of people generally think two is the better movie, but I just
really
think one more.
I don't think I've had that. I haven't heard of that opinion at all.
It's better structured, I believe. And
really?
Well, the fight
not much happens.
The fight between I like the Pai Mei parts, and the fight between Ellie and I was trying to remember her name, but the bride Beatrix Kiddo. Mm-hmm. That is such a hype part. Like Ellie's such a bitch, but she's such a cool villain. And even her confrontation with Bill, but by then I just like.
Yeah, it kind of simmers down. I don't think I've heard people really like that part more than the first part.
It's kind of a new opinion that I've been saying.
Really?
It probably is a new opinion. That's not true. That's not true. We've been saying it for years. That's what I've noticed. That's what I've noticed.
Maybe it's just a contrarian opinion.
Possibly, but
because I don't know.
Well, it's like I said, it's probably better structured because the first one was just fan servicey, kind of. Like it was the movie Quentin Tarantino wanted to see, you know?
Right.
It's probably why it's a movie in like his universe, his Quentin Tarantino universe.
When are we gonna see the kid wanna kill? What's her name?
Beatrix?
No, that actress.
Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman. Yeah.
I wanted to see that movie too, but I don't think
that was a big thing. That's what I heard when that movie was coming out. Like, when is she gonna grow up and make the sequel, and then the kids fight each other? I don't know.
Well, he was gonna make it, but he opted out. And now he's making Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I wonder if that's gonna be good.
It looks like it could be good. I avoid
his trailers.
Movies.
I avoid trailers.
I didn't like Inglourious Bastards. I liked Django, but I didn't love it.
I actually watched Inglourious Bastards right before seeing what the fuck is that movie? The new one, the winter Hateful Eight. Yeah.
Hateful Eight's okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
They're all
I watched it with an intermission. I think it was better for it.
Man, I never get intermissions whenever I see long movies.
Well, they don't do it anymore.
I know they don't, but like I remember I saw a really long movie and they said some theaters will do them, but my theater didn't. I was like, God, like I want to take a piss or I want to go get a soda or something.
Yeah,
can't do that.
Well, I think now for at least some theaters they'll bring it to you. Now that they have like specific seats.
I don't need people to give me shit. See, that's how they justify charging you so much. I don't need people to give me shit. Just give me my movie and maybe my popcorn, and I'll find my seat. Like,
you want them to give it to you like at the door. Like, here you go, fucker. No, I'll get
out of here. No. Don't throw it on the floor.
I want to work in a theater, man.
I know a guy who works in theater. I don't know him personally. I just know he works there, and Oh, he's been there for years. I don't know what benefits he gets from it.
Oh, you get just free movies, I guess, probably, right?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, or at least discounted. There's some perks to some jobs. I just talked to this guy when I was at GameStop. To trade in DMC5. That was a good game.
He kept the case.
I bought the deluxe edition. It's a different case. It's cool.
You're a son of a bitch. Because I know someone's going to go buy DMC. They want the case too, but they can't get it because Jackass had to keep a special edition case.
So they're gonna pay an upcharged price for not the deluxe version of the game that doesn't have the DLC in it. That's such a weird thing.
What do you mean?
Because they're gonna buy the regular edition. The disc is just the regular edition.
Uh-huh.
The deluxe is just the DLC that comes with it that already redeemed. So they're getting nothing but the box for the deluxe edition.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I like having the case.
Well, then make your own case. Just print the thing.
You cheated someone of the case.
I don't know them.
This is genuine. Like, I love David. I love talking with David, and I don't. Seems sometimes I can be mean to him, but I don't mean it most of the time. That's just how I am. This time, I'm genuinely upset with David.
All right,
listen to me, Mister.
Mm.
If I go to GameStop and I find another CD without its case, I'm gonna come.
It's my fault.
Break down your wall.
Mm. Which wall? There's 4 of them.
The one you like the least, because I'm nice.
How about the one with the closet? That's nothing behind it. So that way I can go to the bathroom whenever I want, and everyone can see me when they shit.
Sure, why not? It'll be funny for me too. No, but you were talking about GameStop? Employees discount?
Yeah. So apparently if they have like, or they have to have like at least 2 copies of a game, and then they can rent it out.
What do you mean?
To themselves, to play it. So if they have an extra copy, that's like, they have to have one that someone can buy.
Uh-huh.
And if they have another one, then they can play it at home.
Oh, so they don't keep it, but they can play it.
Yeah, and they bring it back. So that's what that guy did. He's like, oh, cool. Now we have 2 of DMC5, so I'm gonna play it and then beat it.
You know something? I'm not salty about you selling the game without the case. I'm salty because when he sold me Resident Evil 2, I didn't get the case. And I was like, can I at least get it discounted? And he was like, nope, you're getting it for the price.
You got a discount. I would have charged you $5 more if I gave you the case.
I don't want the case.
Then buy the case on eBay.
But it's not the same case.
They're not different cases anymore. They're the same fucking blue cases for PS4. You know what? I can take out one of the games, give you that case, and you can print it your fucking self.
But now that one doesn't have a case.
It's my game. Why do you give a shit? God.
That game is naked without that case.
You know what they call this?
What?
This is Pat from Old Best Friends.
The redhead one?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is what they call mind goblins.
Mind goblins?
Yeah.
What's that?
Where it's just your psychological pitfalls in that you can't get over.
Okay, I don't like that because they already coined that, so we're gonna make our own version of it. What was it? Mind goblins?
Yeah.
This is brain gremlins. There you go. They're just eating away.
But we're taking Gremlin's name.
Yeah, well, they don't own gremlins. Gremlins are like a Chinese...
Yeah, but Gremlins is an established thing.
Hang on, I was gonna say gremlins were the Chinese thing. I'm pretty sure like Mogwais are the Chinese thing. No,
yeah.
but gremlins were a thing since like World War II.
Really? Oh yeah.
They don't own gremlins. Just Warner Brothers.
Well, what matters is the cultural, what's known in the culture, not historically.
Okay, well, I think if we say that we didn't get it from Gremlins, then we're fine, because I didn't get it from Gremlins.
So we're going to call it your Gremlins?
Brain Gremlins? What was it, Mind Goblins? What were they? Yeah, Brain Gremlins. The best thing I could come up with.
So is that one of your Gremlins?
I suppose.
You need the box, in the specific box?
I used to put them in a case, but I lost the case once. I lost like 8 games. I was so sad about it. So I was like, I'm never taking them out of the case. It's too risky. Keep them all in the box.
Damn.
Well, if I like just playing the game, I might as well keep the game in it. You know, I put them on a shelf.
Yeah, I do that too. But at least for the newer shit. For older shit, I'm fine putting them in the CD 30 disc thing.
Mm.
It's more convenient. Games are going more digital, more convenience.
Hey.
You know?
Just a segue. I noticed you have a lot of Persona 5 stuff in here.
A lot of Persona stuff in general.
But Persona 5 specifically.
What do you want to talk about?
They announced Persona 5 The Royal.
The Royal.
What do you think of that?
I don't know why they put "the" in the title when they just call it Royal.
Royal? I don't know, that sounds cool. The Royal? I like it.
That sounds... It was Japanese as fuck.
But it makes it...
The Royal!
It makes it sound kind of like Wes Anderson-y. Like, I kind of like it. The Royal.
Mm. I haven't seen a lot of Wes Anderson. I've only seen Grand Budapest.
Well, if we got time, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. What do we talk about Persona 5?
Yes.
What do you want to talk about it? You want to know what's in it? The new thing?
I just want to know what you think, because I'm not too crazy about it.
Persona 5 is a good game.
Not the game, but the new... You haven't seen the trailer for it?
No, I have. I'm like, are you asking me like what's in it?
I played it. I know, but I want to know your opinion on the trailer.
Oh.
Fucking David.
I'm asking you, do you want to know what's in the trailer of the new stuff?
No, I've seen it.
Okay,
I want to know your
just want my opinion.
Yes, of course.
God damn it, make it clear.
Oh, that's one of his brain gremlins. He likes when people make it clear.
No, it's just I can't understand what the fuck you're trying to ask me.
Go on.
Because I have a thick head. Anyway. It's very thick.
Fat neck, boy.
New character,
Her name is Pris. Pris Cotsworth.
What?
She's not Asian. She's,
What are you talking about?
She's from Britain.
You're fucking with me.
Yes.
She's Japanese redhead. What are you talking about?
Japanese redhead. Like so many others. I wonder if it's real. She's Japanese. Must be.
So the weird thing about this is that the story is going to change in some way in this version because of the character. There's some screenshots from the trailer, which it's like impossible things that couldn't happen because of what happened in the story.
Like a Japanese redhead?
No, I mean like dead characters being in there.
Oh, okay.
It's like what? Like they were dead. Why are they in this?
Like Kamoshida?
No. Spoilers. Did you play that game? Did you play it all?
Yes.
So like Futaba's mom is in a screenshot.
Oh.
You can only see the back of her head, but it's like why? Wait, what? Why is she there?
Maybe you can save people.
We don't know. So it's like, what's going on? Like, so there's a new character. So that means they're going to add a new palace. So that mean,
there's
like,
links?
and we already had a character that betrays you. So is she also going to betray us? Like, what does this mean? Like, I'm interested. I would definitely play that game again to see what the fuck's happening.
She's another Marie.
No, because you don't play. She's not part member.
Persona 4 Golden?
Yeah, she's not part member.
Really?
No, she's just in the Velvet Room, writing her poetry. Poetry. I never played the game, but that's what I hear.
She was dumb.
She looks a cool design. I think that's the main reason she's there.
There was also the announcement of the Persona 5. Everyone thought it was going to be Persona 5S. Was going to be a Switch version.
Oh fuck! Why didn't they do it? What? Why
Persona
not?
5
It's a PS3 game.
Muso. Muso game.
What?
It's a Persona.
I heard
5.
that there was another Persona 5 thing. It's a Muso game?
It's Persona 5 Scramble. That's what the S stands for. It's a Muso. He just rolled his eyes. It's a Muso game. Fucking. Oh, God. What are those games called?
Dynasty Warriors?
Tecmo Koei. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors. Fucking every series has their own Dynasty Warriors.
Well, that studio is making, properties are going to that team, and then they're making shit of it. Berserk.
We got Berserk. We got the Zelda one. We got the One Piece one. I'm pretty sure they had one that was like a crossover.
They have Gundam ones.
There's
they have
Gundam,
Samurai.
Gundam Breaker. Yeah, Samurai, Dragon Quest. Why?
Oh, Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. Well, that one wasn't popular. But why? Dude, I asked my friend.
You really want to know why?
Why?
Making that sweet.
What?
The sound box is too far.
I'll get it for you.
Making that sweet cash. We have the sound box, and now we're throwing it away.
You bitch ass. I was having fun with that.
You had too much fun.
Last time we were doing a podcast, he doesn't like me using the thing that we use.
That I bought.
For me.
For the podcast.
Yeah, I bought it for me. So I can have fun.
Is this not fun enough? Are you not entertained, as it were, in that quote? I didn't see that movie. The Gladiator?
Sometimes I wonder. I want my box back.
You want to go on a break to get it?
No.
Or you want to break your back to get it?
I want to break my nads. So yeah, I'm actually really disappointed that Persona 5 didn't get a Switch re-released. I played the fourth one. I mean, I played it when it was on PS4, and I liked it, but I didn't beat it, and I didn't feel like double dipping to get it again or play it again on PlayStation 4. I hardly ever played the thing, so, and having it like handheld, meaning I don't have to be like tied to a television to play it, was such a big draw for me. So, no, there's very little chance of me playing it.
That's
again.
so weird how that's not coming to Switch.
It's probably, well, people are saying it just doesn't run on the Switch, but I'm like, there were plenty of ways for you to make that happen, and they didn't. So,
well, the new version is gonna apparently have better graphics or some shit. The Royal, but like, I first played Persona 5 on the PS3.
Uh-huh.
It's a PS3 fucking game.
Uh-huh.
How are they not gonna put it on the Switch?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. That's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Fucking Muso game. What everyone wanted, right?
Well, what are they even gonna do? What are they gonna like fight shadows?
I hear Muso games are huge in Japan, so.
But it's a worldwide market now.
Yeah.
Do you want to make 20 million in Japan and then 1 million across the world, or do you want to make 30 million across the world?
Dude, they don't care about those Baka Gaijins. They don't care about
That's something weird about Japan, is they're so exclusionary in their country.
Yeah, they fucking hate anyone who's not them.
It's so weird.
Well, they have a reason to hate us, but like, I don't see why they need to hate like other countries, except for maybe China.
They'll say Korea, but that's like, well, they hate China and Korea, but it's like
doesn't hate Korea.
It's like how they have a reason to hate America, like Korea and China have a reason to hate Japan. It's like, why? It's so weird. It's so weird. But now they're reaping the benefits because they're not having fucking kids.
There you go.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die pure and white. You fucks.
Speaking of Baka Gaijins and Japanese people, Kentaro Miura, the guy who made Berserk,
who makes Berserk?
Yes.
He's not dead yet.
He's not done. He's a son of a bitch. But we had a recent interview with some French publicist.
Mm-hmm.
Publicist. I don't know if it's a publishing place or a publicist, but he was French, and the question came up of if they would do like a Berserk thing for Netflix or like from Hollywood, and then he brought up that like he would be okay if they did it, or like Japan, like their Bleach or Full Metal Alchemist. He even mentioned Alita, and he was really jealous of his friend who makes Alita because he was like, he saw it was really good, like he wants that treatment for Berserk.
Oh really? Those was really recent.
And if you listen to the podcast, you know how much we loved Alita Battle Angel.
We even saw it a second time.
We saw it a second time
between the last podcast.
I punched David out of pure joy. I loved that movie.
Oh, you elbowed me. It's kind of different.
Was it? I was excited though. That was genuine excitement. I loved that movie.
All right. Well, there's a story after that, but let's keep talking about.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. But yeah, so he mentions it, and the French publicist was like, "So would you rather it be American or Japanese?" Like, well, I wouldn't mind if either of them. And the French guy's like, "I would rather Hollywood make it. Like, I would. It would be. Let's just let Hollywood make it." And
wow.
And he just goes, "Well, we can only hope." Like, I think it either stopped there or it kept going. But I just love how blunt the French guy was. Like, no, let Hollywood do it. Like, it just kept going. Like Japanese movies are usually lower in quality. Like,
so Miura was like what? Maybe French also.
What do you mean?
Is that what he said, or was it who didn't like who brought up French?
Oh, the French publicist
brought up French.
He was a French publicist.
Right. Okay. So Miura wanted Hollywood, basically.
No. He said he would be fine if Hollywood or Japan made it.
All right.
But the French publicist was just like, we would rather Hollywood make it. Like, just let Hollywood make it.
Well, I was thinking because like there is French animation. Like
no. The point was that like the French aren't like they just straight up told them like, we don't like the movies that your country comes from. Please make the Hollywood ones.
Oh, weird.
No, but Kentaro Miura probably feels the same way. Like the Rurouni Kenshin movies were good.
Well, it depends. Like, do they mean live action?
He meant like live action.
Okay, well, if it's live action, then yeah, I guess Hollywood.
I saw the Full Metal.
But God, man, we just need a fucking good ass animation.
Yeah, we do.
And I know I told you that I've seen Last Man, but have you? But you know more French animation and shit. But like, there's some good shit, and they don't have weird like cultural things against sex or violence.
They made Wakfu.
Oh, I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
They made Wings Club.
Wings Club? Is that the fairy one?
The Wings, we are the Wings. I think they did Wings Club. They did Totally Spies. They did Two Funky Cops. Yeah. And they did other things I don't remember. They might have done Sabrina. That might have been a Canadian thing.
But I mean, in terms of like the content, I think French might not be a bad fit for the content of Berserk.
I would rather the French not make Berserk. I would rather competent people make Berserk. I'd rather Japan make Berserk, which is with a decent studio. Right.
Well, there's also the idea of Netflix doing it like Castlevania, which it might be good.
The only reason anybody wants it on Netflix is because Adi Shankar won't shut the fuck up about it. Like, he said, I want to make it for Netflix. So everyone's like, yeah, you gotta do it on Netflix. You have to do it on Netflix. I'm like, am I the only person who would rather like HBO do it? Because I've seen what they do with their fantasy shit on Game of Thrones. I would so love, and I even like, I'll listen to some Susumu Hirasawa, and I'll just envision like, ooh, this is the scene. This song will play in the scene where Guts slays the goblins, and he's about to fight the troll. Like, oh man, like I would so love that. Like they remastered here, like orchestrated. Be so cool, man.
That'll still be live action though, right? Because HBO doesn't do.
Yes, I don't want it animated. I want it live action.
You want it live action?
I want both. I can't have both?
No, apparently not.
I had the movies. The movies are fine. They're good enough.
But there's.
I get what you're saying.
I guess it depends because
I get what you're saying.
Golden Age has been done.
I know, but I want to see Henry Cavill play fucking Guts.
What?
Yeah.
What? Don't put that in my mind.
Even a mutual friend said that.
I'm rejecting that in my mind right now.
Well, he's already playing the dude from The Witcher, so probably can't get him.
That's fine.
Who was he? What's his name? The dude from The Witcher, I forgot.
Geralt.
Geralt.
Mm-hmm. I haven't played those games. I have it, but yeah.
I'd be okay with Henry Cavill playing Guts.
What the fuck?
I don't want to. Well, I mean, yeah, he's scrawny, but Guts isn't like fucking huge.
I'm just thinking of his face.
Well, he didn't get huge until way later.
I'm just thinking of his face, dude.
His face?
Hell no.
He wants Stallone. He's totally got the Stallone chin. Yeah, we gotta go save Casket. We gotta go get Griffin. You gotta show him a thing or two.
He's still buff, but hell no.
We're gonna take Berserk to the next level.
It's gotta be like an MMA guy, maybe.
No. Well, can he act? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what needs to happen. I'm not saying like any fucking buff dude. He's gotta be a good looking dude for that.
It's so hard. There's a
lot of MMA fighters. I don't know.
Let's get Batista. We'll get Batista. I was joking.
His face,
I was joking.
And the face matters to me. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly like how the fucking thing looks, but goddamn.
Uh-huh.
What are you looking at? What are you doing? You feel like you had like inspiration.
Just checking the time.
Oh, there's a clock right there, right in the corner. You have to on your screen. I don't know why you shouldn't.
Oh, you've never seen my screen. My lock screen is Guts in his Berserker armor and Yotsuba like chilling on top.
What? That's dope.
It's two of my favorite manga series of all time. Yotsuba is one of the funniest things I've ever read, and Berserk is one of the greatest stories I've ever experienced.
I'll still wait to read it.
What, Berserk?
Yeah.
That's on you, buddy. There's a whole website you can...
Well, I have it all. But the weird thing is that... So, do I reread Golden Age? Because I already watched it series. I've already seen the movies. Do I reread it? Do I not? I think it's the only real mental block of me not getting into it.
If it really bugs you that much, then skip it. But I would, as a Berserk fan, I would advise that you read it all.
Well, So,
As a hardcore Berserk fan.
Alright, so do you know, since you're self-identifying as this hardcore Berserk fan, can you tell me, because there's differences between the movie and the series, obviously, because there's more characters and stuff that happens in the series. So, the manga, is there stuff that I would miss that if I didn't read Golden Age?
Yes.
Alright, then I'll read it.
Because if in the anime they remove characters outright. Puck isn't even in it, and Puck is important. I don't even think they animated the fight with the Count.
No, they do. In this,
in the original, in the first.
Describe the character.
The Count. He's just like a big slug-like creature.
No,
it's a whole story where they show Femto and the God Hand before they go into the Golden Age. It's like 2 whole volumes.
Nope.
Okay, so there you just missed that whole thing there, and then they don't even mention Puck.
Also, Puck is in Golden Age?
No, he's not.
That's what I'm just saying, Golden Age.
They in the movies? Oh, he's not in the Golden Age, but they omit him from.
Oh yeah, from the first parts of the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do miss quite a bit. I think they do remove more characters. I haven't seen all of it, the anime, because I would much rather read it. But the reason why I didn't watch it is because they took stuff out.
Here's a recommendation, people. If you want to see the series, at least, I think it's better to see the series than the movies first. At least.
Absolutely.
The music, dude. So if you want to see it and you don't know where to see it and you want a good experience, on YouTube there's a Berserk supercut, 6 parts, 2 hours each. You take out the opening and ending for like all the middle ones, but they show it in the beginning and the end. It's fucking great experience.
Well,
that's why I watched it.
I wouldn't advise that.
Why?
Well, because I would rather people experience it in whole. But that's a way to go about it. If you can't, I would just say read it, but that takes time.
But you're more of a manga guy, though.
Yeah, I am, and I would watch the original series. I've never seen the supercut, so I can't really make an opinion.
Well, the thing is that they think they just take out the intro and outro for each episode, and they just put all the episode shit in it.
Really?
That's why I watched it that way.
Well, then sure, check it out. If that's the case, if anyone else can back him up, or if you can do your...
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, check it out.
Just put Berserk Supercut.
There's also like the animated... They do like a Berserk... it just recently came out. The animated manga where...
Oh, yeah. They took a long time to do that one part, but it's like a... Was it? Yeah, animated manga, I guess. I forget what they call it. But yeah, it's like the first chapter or something.
It's really cool that they did that. I really respect the dedicated fans of Berserk because they even have their own website they've been using for years, skullknight.net.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're devoted.
I wonder how long they can keep it up because that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. But check out the anime however you can. The old one, the 90s one. The music is phenomenal. The animation is pretty good for what it is, and they cover one of the greatest stories in Berserk. And if you want more, I would read it. Really, that's the best way to experience it. I also advise, if you really like the Golden Age and you want to experience again, watch the movies, because they're not bad. They do a decent job of summarizing everything. The
quality in the animation increases with each movie. The first one has been, I guess, really, really criticized.
I like it.
That was fine. Yeah.
Where it ends is what bugged me the most. But
it's also this thing of like, oh, CG and anime, get out of my anime. Mm. But it depends how it's done.
Yeah, it really does. They do it in the rebuilds of Evangelion, and I don't mind it too much. Mm. But nothing got me more excited than the animation and when the robots fought in the original, like the 2D, like. The scene where Eva Unit 1 is just eating away at the angel, like, will always give me goosebumps, like, the way it looks. And I don't think you could replicate that feeling in CGI if they did it again. Unless it was, like, realistic, you know?
Yeah, there's a weird thing of having to recreate a moment that's already established.
Yeah.
I forget, but there's, like, I think there's, like, I forget which property, but I think there's one where it's, like, they did it, like, twice. But I can't name it. But like, this is that in general, it's a weird thing of having to recreate a moment. Yeah.
Well, I mean, anime's has been doing it for years.
That's true, but it's different. I just mean in like the same visuals, because going from manga to anime, it's a different experience.
Well, I can speak a good example that I've noticed that was even better than the original was in Hunter x Hunter. When Gon...
Spoilers?
Spoilers. If you haven't seen Chimera Ant, spoilers.
And you get better on that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I guess because I don't care.
Right.
But whatever. When Gon goes through his final transformation, when he kind of sacrifices himself.
Yeah.
In the manga, it's kind of poor the way it comes off looking, because, well, the artist is going through a lot, but his art suffers because of it. And I guess he sacrifices the art for the story.
Oh, right, in the manga, yeah.
But the anime, as much as I criticize it, that one moment is like beautiful, perfect genius. Like they needed to take creative liberties on that, and what they came up with couldn't have been better. Like it was the moment for me in the new one, and if you put love, effort, and time into it, anything can come out great.
Well, not always.
Hey, The Room was a terrible movie, but everyone ended up loving it because Tommy Wiseau put so much into it.
Yeah, there's plenty of other projects that aren't The Room, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. They probably just didn't give too much of something to it. Everything's got to flow.
I'm just saying, not everything can work out.
I guess. I
That
don't
is...
think of it that way.
Yeah.
I guess...
Well, I mean, okay. Interesting segue. After we saw Alita, or when we went to saw Alita, there's this guy that was in my seat. So we had a thing of like, oh, hey, it's my seat. And so he went all the way to the back. He was like laughing at weird parts of the movie.
Yeah, he kept laughing.
So after the movie, I think you stayed for the credits for some reason, after the credits, and then he was still there. Everyone else had left by then. The friend we saw it with was in the restroom. And so him and Kevin were talking, and then I was like just standing around also. Well, I was looking for something, and then I came back, and they were still talking. And this guy...
His eyes were red.
This guy was a fucking character.
He was weird. Look, I just tend to not judge people like that. Like, I don't like to... I kind of learned this because of work, because there's a lot of people who come in looking like cholos, and they're like, he's gonna rob something, he's gonna steal something. He's like, what if he just came for fucking meat? Yeah. You know, if he's never come before, and he's never stolen anything before, why am I gonna make that assumption? I work at a supermarket, by the way. And this guy, he just looks like some nerd. Like, I've met so many of these guys in high school and college. Like, I'm not gonna treat him like shit because he's weird.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I know that's not what you're saying, but that's how I saw it.
Right.
But when he didn't stop talking to me, like he kept going, I knew something was up. And he claimed that he worked for Konami.
The music division or something.
Yeah, and that Utada Hikaru is the reason why something didn't happen. And it was at that moment I realized, what have I gotten myself into? And he kept segueing. He kept segueing into other things. And then
at one point I'd be like, okay, what the fuck is your point of your... What's the point of your... What are you trying to get at?
Yeah.
He's trying to explain something, but he kept changing the subject.
And when we finally convinced him... David somehow convinced him to leave. And he comes up to me and he's like, at what point did you think it was okay to talk to him? And I like, never forgot that. Like,
did I actually say it like that?
Well, that's what you told me.
That's the
like,
essence of what I said, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what you told me.
Okay.
Like, at what point did you think it was okay to talk to him? Or, like, did you think it was okay to keep the conversation going? I don't remember. But,
something like that.
Yeah. I'll never... I felt, like, weird the rest of the night, but, I mean, that guy wasn't gonna hurt me or anything.
No.
It was just weird.
So, I have experience dealing with odd people because of my work. Security guard. And I have to deal with people that are mentally ill, people that are homeless, people that are drugged out. But sometimes, not all the time. Most of the time, it's very chill. But I definitely saw this guy and I was like, okay, something's up. And yeah, his eyes were red. And he also mentioned in his many I guess his monologue about how in the music business he like didn't make music, but he was around like music people, and he he did like a little too much, and like pointed to his nose or something. And like, okay, this guy did a little too much
I
coke.
don't remember that. He said that?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my god.
He's like, yeah, I can definitely, yeah, he's a fucking cokehead.
You know, it's possible he probably did work for Konami or whatever.
I mean, it's definitely, it's not
implausible.
It's not,
improbable or whatever the word.
It's not, but I wouldn't believe, I would doubt that. I would do a big doubt.
Yeah.
In LA Noire.
I'm not defending what happened. I'm just saying that there's a chance.
I mean,
I wasn't gonna find out.
I mean, if anything, it makes a story. We found out this person exists, and I hope he does better. But definitely made a second view in Alita. Ended on a weird note.
Yeah, that whole viewing of it was weird, but it all made it worth it because I got to see Edward Norton one last time. That scene, and I looked to David just to know if he felt the same, and he was just full grin, smiling. I was like, in that moment, me and David, we were in sync with our joy. It's like a what was it? What would you call it? It's a twist. It's like kind of like a twist, but like an IRL twist.
It's a surprise.
It was a surprise. It was really cool. And with that,
you never see it coming.
And I don't know that song, but we have to end the fucking talkcast.
Even though I would like to keep going, I got work.
Yes, but you can call in sick.
No, I can't. I mean, I could, but that'd be dick.
Grab the phone, make it quick.
God, you remind me so much of fucking that Shaquille Genie rapping thing. Shazam? Or no, Kazam.
He rapped a lot?
No, it was his movie, Kazam.
I remember the movie, but he rhymed a lot?
That was that was the point of, like, that was the marketing, and yeah, he did. He rapped, quote unquote.
A lot of the scenes, the one scene I remember from that movie is where the kid's hungry, I guess he wished for food.
Yeah.
And the fucking Happy Meal falls from the sky.
Oh, God.
Like, a Happy Meal? And then the food, like, mountains of food just falls from the sky. And you gotta want, like, it hits the floor, so I'm like, am I supposed to eat this shit? And it's like different food stacked on different food. Like, at this point I'm eating gruel. But,
you let the bottom part be, just eat the stuff that lands on top. That's fine.
But what's on the bottom contaminates what's on top.
Eventually, but that's fine. I'd eat the food that's on top of the bottom food. All right.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you next time.
You're dumb.
It's a special announcement for Kevin in the audience. I have a surprise for him. His birthday is in July, and you know what I bought, Kevin? Just to tell you in the audience, I got you tickets to see Mega 64 live show.
Really?
We're in LA, by the way. The live show's in LA. I got us tickets.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
What'd you do that for?
What do you mean, why?
You know, I never want to see those guys ever. You son of a bitch. You planted this. You wanted me to get in front of this whole audience that I can't see. And you're trying to tell me you're going to take me to see some of my favorite guys on earth?
Yeah, boy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
This fucker, this guy, he just knows me. He got me my first time to AX so I could go see one of my favorite bands of all time. And then he gets me tickets to go see my favorite band of all time again. Oh wait, you didn't get those tickets, but you took me to go see him.
Yeah, and then I almost cut you.
He got me.
We went over that story.
He got me a poster from one of my favorite bands. He bought me a CD of one of those favorite bands, And he got me a fucking...
But I'm never going to give you that Sean plush.
I want that Sean plush. But it's even better because I'm going to see the real guys live. David.
Love you son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Alright.
Bye.
Later. That was cool.